Alright, everyone, after Real Madrid pulled off a historic comeback against Manchester City, scoring late with 2 assists from Vinicius Jr, Wayne Rooney and major media outlets around the world reacted to the Brazilian's performance and acknowledged his incredible talent. With every crucial match, VINI Jr proves he's among the top players in world football, showcasing an extraordinary performance in the most important moments. The international press, which has often been critical of him, now has no choice but to recognize his brilliance. Stay with us until the end to see in detail what Rooney and the leading outlets had to say. What Vinicius Jr did is something that will go down in Champions League history. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel to help us grow, because I noticed that 80% of people watching our videos aren't subscribed yet. Please leave a like and subscribe to help us reach 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. First, let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video. Now that you've subscribed, let's dive into the news. So, as we saw yesterday, when it comes to Champions League nights, specifically in knockout stages, there's no one in today's football who surpasses VINI Jr. The Brazilian has firmly established himself as one of the most decisive players in the world, and his ability to decide tough matches is truly remarkable. And if you still doubt the Brazilian in the Champions League, here are some stats. With his 2 assists yesterday, he surpassed none other than Lionel Messi in assists during the competition's knockout rounds. Messi has 12, while VINI now has 13. For a player who still has many years ahead, this achievement is simply incredible and shows how he stands out in decisive stages. Another key point, VINI is just 2 assists away from matching Cristiano Ronaldo's 15 assists in the Champions League knockout rounds. This is a very symbolic record, as CR7 is one of the competition's greatest players, and dominating the stats alongside him is something only a few players can achieve. And since we know that the Portuguese will never play in the Champions League again, it's only a matter of time before VINI surpasses this milestone. With Real Madrid consistently reaching the later stages and VINI being a key player, it's highly likely he'll break Ronaldo's record this season. The Brazilian is on track to become one of the greatest in Champions League history. Additionally, Vinicius Jr has become the 3rd Brazilian with the most goals in Champions League history, with 28 goals, trailing only Kaká with 30 and Neymar with 43. This shows that, even though he's not a striker, he has an incredible goal-scoring ability. Considering that Neymar probably won't play in Europe again, and VINI has averaged nearly 10 goals per edition, it's only a matter of time before he becomes the top Brazilian scorer in the competition's history. His growth year after year is impressive, and it's clear that he'll soon reach the top of these stats. Another amazing stat, the Brazilian has been involved in more goals plus assists, than any other player in the last 4 editions of the Champions League, with 44 contributions, 21 of them in knockout rounds. Simply incredible. These numbers show that he doesn't just score goals but also plays a vital role in creating chances and assisting his teammates. His chemistry with players like Benzema, Rodrigo, and now Bellingham has been essential to Real Madrid's success. Few players in history have maintained such a high level of consistency in decisive moments, and VINI is establishing himself as one of the best. Even with these incredible numbers, some still doubt VINI's footballing abilities. It's hard to understand, but it's a reality he faces. In this edition of the Champions League, the Brazilian is having yet another fantastic season. In 7 matches, he's already scored 7 goals and provided 2 assists. If he keeps up this form and Real Madrid wins the title, VINI will once again be a strong contender for the Ballon d'Or. His main rival in the race will likely be Mbappé, but if the Brazilian continues to shine in the decisive stages, he could pull ahead. In addition to the media, former players have also praised VINI Jr.'s talent. Wayne Rooney, one of the biggest names in English football history, greatly admired the Brazilian's performance, highlighting his speed, dribbling, and match-winning ability. According to Rooney, VINI has everything it takes to become one of the best players in football history if he keeps up this level of play for a few more years. Hearing a player like Rooney give such high praise to Vinicius Jr shows the global respect he has earned. Therefore, there's no doubt that Vinicius Jr is already one of the top players in recent Champions League history. His numbers, decisive performances, and impact on major matches speak for themselves. At just 23 years old, he's already accomplished more than many players do in an entire career. If he continues at this pace, it's only a matter of time before we see VINI Jr. lift his second Champions League trophy and perhaps even win a Ballon d'Or. The future is bright for the Brazilian, and the football world is keeping an eye on him. Now, let's see what was said about VINI. What he did tonight was spectacular. I'm always asked, and I usually say, when he's at this level, he's the best player in the world. In the second half, even before directly contributing to the goals, he was already standing out. He doesn't get rattled by what's happening, keeps going strong, with a lot of ambition. Vinicius once again showed he's the most decisive player in the world. His second half performance is something to show all kids, so they can learn how to play real football. Vini's performance was worthy of a Ballon d'Or. He's special, always decisive. I have nothing but praise for him. A player totally dedicated and focused on his work. He has a huge desire to win, and that mentality is incredible. He simply doesn't give up until he gets what he wants. He's the best in the world, no matter if some people don't see it. Now, check out what Marca newspaper had to say. In his second assist, a brilliant pass. The victory over City wouldn't have been possible without the Brazilians' talent and brilliance. The match could have ended in a draw, or even worse for Real Madrid, as Manchester City began to increase their pressing, put pressure on the ball distribution, and create danger for the Madrid defense. Vinicius' skill made all the difference at a critical moment in the game. He doesn't shy away from the game and always looks to solve things with his agility and speed. When Real Madrid needed him most, he stepped up, got the job done, and was crucial to the win. Few players in the world can impact such a decisive match like he did. This kind of performance is what sets the great players apart from the average ones, and without a doubt, Vinicius belongs to the group of the best. That's it, folks. After this match, the race for this season's Ballon d'Or is more open than ever. As the decisive stages of the competitions begin, especially the knockout rounds of the world's biggest tournament, the Champions League, the weight of the Ballon d'Or award grows significantly. We know that the player who performs brilliantly in this stage of the Champions League, scoring decisive goals, providing assists, and winning the title, will have a great chance of claiming the prize. And it's not an exaggeration to say that Vinicius Jr. is on the right track to achieve this, especially if he keeps putting in performances like this. Modern football demands players who shine in the most difficult moments, and Vinicius has repeatedly shown that he can be that player. His development is evident, and his impact on Real Madrid's matches continues to grow. And this is precisely where Vinicius Jr. excels the most. As I've said before, when it comes to Champions League knockout rounds, no one in modern football outshines Vinicius Jr. If he replicates or even surpasses last season's performances and leads Real Madrid to the title again, he will once again be the top contender for the award. His winning mentality and ability to decide tough matches make him a standout player. What's impressive is his consistency in the most important games, something few players can maintain. Each knockout match is a new chance for him to prove he's among the world's best, and so far, he's taken these opportunities like few others. His confidence on the pitch is remarkable, and it energizes his teammates. It's important to note that this season, there are no international competitions, so the main criterion for the Ballon d'Or will be decisive performances in the Champions League. Right from the first knockout phase, Vinicius has made it clear he's serious about the Ballon d'Or race. Without a World Cup or Euro to influence the votes, voters will focus entirely on the Champions League and individual performances throughout the season. So far, Vinicius has shown himself to be the most decisive player in the competition. This could be crucial in determining the Ballon d'Or winner. In such a balanced scenario, every game can make the difference, and Vinicius is poised to continue shining, increasing his chances of claiming the most coveted individual prize in world football. Moreover, we cannot ignore the impact he has on fans and the media. With each match, his name gets more attention in newspapers, on social media, and from football experts. The respect he's earned both on and off the pitch is a testament to his dedication and talent. When legendary players start recognizing his importance, we know he's on a historic path. Real Madrid has always had great stars who marked their eras, and Vinicius Jr. is on track to become one of those eternal club icons. His bond with the fans is something special, and he's increasingly establishing himself as one of the biggest names in the club's recent history. If he keeps this up, no one will be able to question his significance and value. Now I want to hear your thoughts on all of this. Do you think Vinicius will be one of the main favorites for the Ballon d'Or this season? And do you think Real Madrid will win the Champions League, or is it still too early to say? Comment below because I want to know your opinion on all of this. Football is so exciting because it sparks debates and different perspectives. So, share with me what you think about Vinicius' performance and his chances this season. Will he be able to maintain this level until the end of the Champions League? Will there be worthy competitors, or is he really a step ahead of the others? Let me know, because this topic is bound to generate a lot of discussion until the end of the season.